Hey, Blockchain Bernie here, episode 337. What is the Xandeum DAO all about? DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization, but on Xandeum, it has special features in it that I will go through in this video with you guys, and I will, lay them all out for you. So make sure you watch it all the way to the end. And by the way, if you don't know it, I was, part of the founding story of Xandeum and the Xandeum network. So it is not like I'm talking about some other project here. It is a project that I'm heavily involved in. The Xandeum DAO is completely decentralizing the Xandeum storage solution, right? Xandeum is building a storage solution for Solana with regards to storage capacity, and storage capacity is critical. The Solana accounts, that's the only place you can store stuff today on the Solana chain. They are getting bigger and bigger. Snapshots that contain like a snapshot of all the accounts at a point in time are like 90 gigabytes these days, and they are like doubling every 9 months. So we will have like half a terabyte of these just a few years from now. And they won't, the validators just won't be able to handle that amount of data anymore because they are kind of exchanging these snapshots all the time. So with that Xandeum storage solution, which is revolutionary in itself because it adds a scalable layer of accounts to the Solana blockchain. It's offloading the storage from the validators to the specialized storage provider nodes, also called PNodes. And this is all managed completely in a decentralized way. So Xandeum Labs or any other centralized organization has no share in operating the storage layer, operating the storage-enabled liquid staking. None of these centralized institutions have any share in there, right? Of course, the development companies that build this thing, those are centralized organizations, but that's just for the development, not for operating the platform, not for kind of governing all these decisions of running these things. Those are all going through the DAO. And also, even today, where we've just started with everything, all the rewards, like the commissions that the liquid staking pool is earning, they all go right into the DAO treasury that you can govern with your XAND tokens, right? So the XAND tokens are part of that DAO, and the DAO can do so many things. It receives all the storage rewards, the liquid staking commission and everything. It all goes into the DAO treasury. Then the DAO has the upgrade authority of all these programs that the platform consists of, right? So the DAO has extreme power. The DAO has whatever the authority to update the logos of our token that appear everywhere in Solana in your wallet and stuff like that. So the DAO does everything here. There is no centralized part in the back that is kind of running that. Of course, someone sets it up, and that needs to be kind of like physical persons or stuff like that. It just doesn't work otherwise. But once the DAO is there, it's a full DAO. And I don't see that with many other projects. They put a DAO there, but then the real decision, it's actually a centralized organization there that's taking a cut of everything or stuff like that. So don't get me wrong, right? We cannot make all decisions from day one in a completely decentralized way. That just doesn't work. So in the beginning, in the Xandeum DAO, there will be some decisions that are being made with the so-called council vote. That's the Security Council that we've set up in our DAO constitution. And then there is the Xandeum Foundation that will also be voting in the DAO. The Xandeum Foundation will have less and less tokens, so it won't be able to dominate that anytime soon. It'll probably recuse itself from many of the decisions that are being made here right now. But the key point is, all the authority here is with the DAO, right? And that's like a really, really decentralized solution. We've already, in these few weeks here, with relatively little stake in our liquid staking pool, it's already like $4,000 or $5,000 equivalent of a liquid staking commission that already went into the DAO, right? Instead of going anywhere else. And even with other successful platforms that we have out there on Solana, like for example, Jito, right? Jito Labs takes a cut of each and every MEV transaction, right? Before it goes in the DAO, before it goes to the stakers or the validators, they keep a cut for that centralized organization. And they will keep having to do that because that centralized organization, Jito Labs, it has venture capitalists in it, right? That want their return. And that is not happening with the Xandeum DAO here, right? So it is 100% decentralized. And I really love that about this solution. I think it's going to give us a lot more traction in the future. And yeah, if you're now thinking about how can you get your hands on these XAND tokens, which are the governance tokens for that DAO, well, you can obviously buy it on Jupiter, you can buy it on MEXC, you can also earn it by just staking your SOL with us. You get the best APY in the industry, plus you get some XAND tokens on top of that to be part of our DAO. And yeah, I would say it's honestly one of the most decentralized solutions out there that I can see on the Solana platform. Lots and lots of centralized stuff there. Some of them like super centralized, for example, Hive Mapper or something. They are just a centralized platform. They just give you a token to pay you in a token if you provide some services for them, right? And the same would be true with storage, STORJ, that storage solution that's out there. It's all centralized stuff, right? And there are some hybrids there, but I don't see anything as decentralized as the Xandeum platform there. You can buy that XAND token, XAND. So you see Xandeum here, how it's spelled, and you can go to xandeum.com or xandeum.network. Subscribe to all our channels, because also you can run your own PNodes or validator nodes really, really soon in our DevNet, and that's incentivized. So you earn those real XAND tokens, that governance token that I've been talking about here all day. You can earn these XAND tokens just by running these little PNodes. They are not as heavyweight as the validator nodes, right? So PNodes almost sounds like peanuts, right? It's smaller nodes there. And who knows, maybe the XAND token has the same success one day as the peanut token that we all know about. But you can run these PNodes and be part of the community and earn these XAND tokens, which have one of the highest utility I've seen with any token in Solana sphere, because it's 100% decentralized. I think that's the way it should be, especially for such a groundbreaking thing here, right? In the history of blockchain. First, it was just money in 2008 with Bitcoin. Then second, we had Ethereum that made the blockchain programmable. And then now, as the third step, we're adding storage to that programmable blockchain, right? We're adding storage to random access, scalable storage to smart contracts, right? So that the smart contract developer just has access to storage at his fingertips or her fingertips, just the same way as we have it on a regular computer, right? Just an alternative to Solana accounts that scales with regards to capacity. And it scales because we offload the burden of actually storing stuff from the validators to the PNodes, and not all PNodes have to store it, right? Because the validators, all 2,000 validators have to store what's in the Solana accounts. But with the Xandeum storage layer, a developer can choose for their app, I only want it on 7 of those PNodes or 43 of those PNodes, right? And that's the level of redundancy that works for like 99.9% of all apps. Nobody needs it to be on 2,000 nodes. If you have it on 43 and one fails, we can just replace that thing in no time. Even if 10 fail at the same moment, which is kind of rather unlikely, we can still all switch them out, right? And that's the core innovation. And these PNodes are not a separate network. They're not a separate blockchain. They're part of the Solana blockchain with the storage economy. All the storage economy is paid in Sol and all these, and the DAO takes a cut of all these storage rewards, but the DAO, not any centralized organization. It all goes into the DAO. So being an owner of the XAND token, you are part of it all, and you really govern the whole platform. And yeah, just as Vitalik did it in 2015 with Ethereum, he made it completely decentralized. And there was a fight back in the day. You know that, right? In 2015, there were others in the Ethereum founding team, like Charles Hoskinson, who wanted to have it as a commercial entity, right? And Vitalik said, no, let's make it completely decentralized. Let's do it all hands off. And that was probably the best decision ever made, because had it been a commercial company, it would have never had that kind of adoption that we're seeing today. And we are doing the same with the Xandeum platform. It's going to write history the same way as we had it in 2015 with Ethereum, and you can be part of it. Just get your hands on these XAND tokens, run a PNode, subscribe to everything with Xandeum right here, Xandeum.network, subscribe to our email list, subscribe to our Discord and everything. And obviously, please destroy that like button for me for all the information that I gave you today so that you didn't have to do it. And subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any future content of this. For today, though, thanks so much for watching.